Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 10 problem of this month on Leetcode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem number 3097. Shortest subarray with or at least k. Okay, so in this problem you are given an array nums of non-negative integers and an integer k. Okay, an array is called special if the bitwise OR of all its elements is at least k. Okay, so first, what is OR table? So if any one value is 1, then the output will always be 1. Okay, so this is nothing but your OR table. Okay, if both the values are 0, then only output will be 0. Okay, so A and B, and this is a result. Okay, so we have to return the length of the shortest special non-empty subarray of nums, or return -1 if no special subarray exists. Okay, so see this example number 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so or should be this at least 2. Okay, so here if I just take this element 1, then oh, okay, I write 1 like this in binary form, right? This bit value is 1, this bit value is 2, this bit value is 4, this bit value is 8. Okay, so how I'm going to write 1 I'm going to write like this. Okay, this 1 is less than 2, right? So let's add 2 here. Okay, let's form one subarray. So here how I'm going to write 2, I'm going to write 2 like this. Okay, so if any one element here is 1, so output is going to be 1 here. Okay, any one is 1 here at this position, so output is going to be 1. Okay, so if I just form the combination of 1 2, okay, so see here what is output I'm getting. I'm getting the output as 3, right? And 3 is greater than k, so this is one's valid subarray. But is this the shortest? Let's validate that. Okay, if I just simply use 3, so 3, how I'm going to write 3? I'm going to write 3 like this. Okay, so this 3 itself is greater than equal to 2, right? So if I took this one subarray, okay, of size 1, then again I'm getting the answer, right? Perfect answer. So this is going to be the length of the shortest special non-empty subarray of nums, right? So that is why output is 1. The subarray 3 has or value of 3, hence we return 1. That's it. Okay, see this example number 2. Number is like this. So here I'm going to write 2 like this, 0 0 1 0. Okay, and you know the bit values. Okay, 1 2 4 8. Okay, and if I add 1 to it, okay, so I can't use simple this subarray. Okay, this subarray is less than 10. Okay, so if I use 1 here, so then my subarray is going to look like this. Okay, 0 1. Okay, so overall the value is still 3, which is less than my k value, right? So if I add k to it, so 8, it is 8. So here if I add 8 to it, I will get my output as 1011, and this is nothing but 1 2 4 8 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11. Okay, this value is nothing but 11, so 11 is greater than 10, right? So that is why this is one valid 218. Okay, valid subarray. So that is why output is 3. Okay, because OR of all the elements is here greater than k, right? So that's why we are returning 3 here. Now you see this example number 3. So 1 2 k is 0. So here if I just use single element of 1 itself, then I will get the output. So that's it, hence we are returning 1. That's it. Okay, and these are the constants. Constant size is very large here, 2 into 10 raised to power 5, right? So we can't solve it problem using simple brute force approach. Okay, so here I was trying to solve this problem using brute force. So see, only 715 test cases got passed, and I was getting time limit exceeded error. Okay, so what I was doing, I was calculating the length of my nums array and finding the minimum element. Okay, so here I'm just storing the minimum size of subarray. So here initially I set the value of found is equal to false, then I was iterating over all the elements in my nums array one by one, and here I'm taking sum is 0, count is 0 in the starting. Okay, what I was doing, I was starting from each element and finding the subarray like this. Okay, so what I was doing, I was starting from here, and then I'm seeing all the combination until I get the value greater than equal to 10. 2 or 1 or 8, I get the value greater than equal to 10, I stop here. So length is 3. Then I was starting from here, and then I was forming the combination 1 8. If I am getting the value is greater than equal to 10 or not. Okay, then I'm starting from here 8. Okay, so this is what I was doing. I was starting from all the elements. Okay, so here first I was starting from index 0. Then what I was checking here, if the number itself is greater than that particular k, simply return 1. that simply means we get the answer. Okay, so that's what we are doing here, right? So here k is equal to 2, so any number which is greater than 2 or equal to 2, okay, so we're simply going to return 1 in that case. So that was what I was doing here. Then I was running one while loop while my sum is less than k and j is less than n. Okay, so I was just doing the or of all the numbers and incrementing the count and j, okay, or j value here, and I was checking if sum becomes greater than equal to k, and then I was setting found is equal to true, and I'm getting the minimum value here. If I found some value, okay, found is true, then I'm returning minimum, else return -1. Okay, so this is very basic approach, but with this we are not going to submit our solution. Okay, so still 3 test cases didn't get passed here. Okay, so what are we are doing? Okay, so now we are going to implement sliding window approach. So I hope that you guys are clear with this. Okay, so this is simple, just go over this code if you want to understand. Okay, but now let's go to our main approach, what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use sliding window approach here. Okay, so here this is nothing but my index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5. Okay, and here target is 6. Okay, 6 is going to be target. Okay, so initially let's say this is my window start. Okay, ws window start, I am here, and this is nothing but my window end as well. Okay, window e, window end. Okay, so here if I just use this element 3, so 3 over is 3 only. Okay, and I see that 3 is less than 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to increment my window end. Okay, so I'm just going to increment the size of my window, so my window end is going to reach here. So I'm just going to do the OR of these two numbers, 3 and 1. So here 1 2 4 8, just do the OR of 3. Okay, 3 I'm going to write like this, and 1 I'm going to write like this. So I'm still getting output as 3, and 3 is less than 6. Okay, so I'm just going to increment the size of my window. So here I reach at this particular position, so this is going to become my window end. So now I will check this part, 3 1 and 4. So here in 3, okay, this is nothing but my 3. Okay, 1 second, this is nothing but my 3, this is nothing but my 1. Now in this I'm adding 4 as well, so 4 I'm going to write like this. Okay, so now just do the OR, so I will get this output, which is nothing but 7. So now 7 is greater than 6. Okay, 7 is greater than 6. So what I'm going to do, so in this case this is one valid window, right? So what is the size of this valid window? 3. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to decrement the size, shrink the window. So for shrinking the window, my window start is going to move to this position. Okay, and if my window start is moving to this position, so here I have to remove this 3. Okay, I have to remove this 3. 1 second, I have to remove this 3. So here I am removing this 3. Okay, I'm not going to use, because right now my window is like this. Okay, 1 and 4 are there only. So here if I do the OR of 1 and 4, I get this result. So what is the 4 and 1? Okay, so this is not a 5. 5 I'm getting, so this is not a valid window. So here this is not a valid window. So here my this window end is going to increment. Okay, so my window end is going to reach here. So now I'm going to form this combination 1 4 2. Okay, so here 1 4 and 2 here. Okay, so this is nothing but 4. So let's say I've added 2 here, so 1 0 0. So again I'm getting 7. Okay, this is going to become 1. So again I'm going to get 7. Okay, so now 7 is greater than equal to 6. So now I'm going to shrink the window, and size is going to remain 3 only, because 3 is the smallest one right now. So this, okay, so now my window start is going to be reach here. So this window now 4 2 I have to check. Okay, 4 and 2, this window I have to check. Okay, so 4 I'm going to write like this, and 2 I'm going to write like this. Okay, so here my output is going to be, now see my, what is going to be my output? My output is going to be 6, right? This is going to my output 4 and 2 if I do the OR. So here I'm getting 6, and target is 6 only. Okay, at least 6. So this is one valid window. So here this is 3, but I get a smaller window where my OR is 2, where my OR is 6. So this is a valid window. Okay, so this is one valid window. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to proceed further. Okay, so now my window start is going to move further. Okay, so now my window start reaches here. So I will check if this 2 is less than equal to 6. Okay, 2 or is 2. So no. So now I'm going to again increment the size of my window. So my window end is going to reach here. Okay, and 2 5 4 2 5. So 2 I'm going to write like this, and 5 I'm going to write like this. Okay, so here I'm just going to update 5. So I'm going to write 5 like this. and here what is the output I'm going to get? I'm going to get the output as 7. Okay, this is the output that I'm going to get. Okay, 7. So this is valid window, but size is 3, but I already got one valid window in which size was 2, so 2 is the perfect answer. Okay, so now I got one answer here. I have to shrink this window. So now after that my window start is going to proceed further. So let's say my window start move here. So 5 is not valid. 5 or is 5, and which is no, which is less than 6. Okay, so now my window end is going to move further. So 5 and 8 I'm going to do the OR. Okay, so 5 and 8, if I do the OR, 5 is like this and 8 is like going to be like this. It is going to be like this. Okay, so my output is going to be 1101, which is nothing but 4, 5 and 13. Okay, 13 is going to be output. So this is valid window 5.8, but size is 2, so it will remain 2. Okay, so now what? Now my window start is going to move further. Okay, now my window start is reaching here and window end is already here, right? So only 8, only 8. So 8 or is 8 only. So this is also one valid window, right? If I just use 8. So for this length is going to be 1. So this 2 is greater than 1. So I'm going to update it to 1. Okay, because I can singly use 8. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. Simple sliding window approach. I'm iterating over all the elements one by one. Okay, I'm shrinking the window and increasing the size of window whenever there is requirement. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, and not like this. Okay, so here what I was doing, I was starting from each element and then finding the minimum window length. Then I'm starting from next element, finding the minimum window length, then starting from next element, finding the minimum window length. Okay, this is what I was doing here in this code. So this is not good. So this is better approach, sliding window approach. Okay, so now with code you guys will get better understanding, and I'm going to explain a few things with code as well. Okay, so here, and you guys know that in Java the size of int is 32 bits. Okay, integer is size is 32 bits. Okay, so I'm just going to use one array. Okay, for that purpose I'm going to create one bit counts array. Okay, so it's going to give the size as 32 there. Okay, so here let's write few things. Okay, few basic things. So initially I'm going to take my min length as integer dot max underscore value. Okay, so this is my min length. Okay, then after that window start int window start is equal to 0, and int window and it is also going to be 0. Okay, then I'm going to use this bit counts array I'm going to create. Okay, it is just for tracking the count of set bits at each position. Okay, so new int 32. Okay, so just system.out.println in the bracket give integer dot size. Okay, so you will see the size. Okay, and now we are going to expand window until end of array. So here I'm going to just simple run one while loop, and in the while loop I'm just going to write window end if my until my window end is less than nums dot length. Until then I have to check. Okay, nums dot length. Okay, inside this I'm just going to add the current number to the window. So here I'm just going to call one method update bit count for that particular number. Okay, update bit counts for that particular number. Okay, and you know that in or, okay, here let's suppose there is one number and here it is one, and here one other number and here it is one, here one other number and here it is one, let's say. Okay, so if any number is one here, I will get output as one. If any number here is one, then I will get one. If any number here is one, I will get one. If all the numbers are zero only, then I will get zero. Okay, so it doesn't matter the number of ones at this particular position. Okay, so I'm going to use this thing later on. Okay, but just a simple thing. Okay, using or. All right, so here I'm just going to call this update bit counts. Okay, and in this bit counts I'm just going to pass bit counts. So initially all the bits are 0. Okay, inside this bit counts, but I'm going to update it so based on my current number, and but my current number is at my window end location where my window end is. Okay, so here inside this I'm just going to write passing the number. Okay, nums of window end. Okay, and here I'm going to do, I'm going to pass 1. Okay, so I'm just going to set the numbers. Okay, I'm going to add a number. Okay, I'm going to add a number. So definitely if there are any ones in there, I'm going to increment the count of at that particular position. All the bits are 0, I'm not going to do anything. But if the bit is set, so here I'm going to increment the count of this one to 1. Here 2 times this 1 is there, so I'm going to increment the count. Okay, and if I'm removing this, then this 2 will become 1. Okay, I will do -1 then. Okay, because here the count is 1 only. Okay, so here what I'm saying, simple saying, okay, if there is just one time, I'm adding 1. If 1 is 2 times, I'm going to make it 2. And later on when I'm shrinking the window, simply means I'm removing this first one, so here I'm going to decrement it by -1, so that it becomes 1. Okay, so if value is 1 or greater than 1, my output is always going to be 1 only. Okay, it doesn't matter the number of ones. Okay, if there is at least one, output is 1. Okay, so that's what. All right, now after that what we need to do. Okay, so here we have updated the bit counts. Then after that we have to contract window while or value is valid. Okay, so here while loop, I'm going to run one while loop, and in the while loop I'm going to check if window start is less than equal to window end. Okay, and here and end operation, and here I'm just going to check. So this is one base condition that we need to check. Okay, my window start should always be less than equal to window end. Okay, if this is not the case, then simply return from there. Okay, so that is why you are seeing my window start is always less than window end. Okay, if it moves further, then simply return it. Okay, then definitely we get the answer somewhere. All right, minimum answer that is going to be 1. Okay, if there is any answer that we have got. Okay, only then this is the case. Okay, and then here I will check the OR, total OR result. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have a number. Okay, so I have bit counts, okay, of that particular number. I am going to just convert this number to a number. Okay, converting this bits to a number. So here I'm just going to write update, or you can write convert bit counts to number. Okay, and here I'm just going to pass the bit counts. Okay, bit counts. All right, and if this is becomes greater than equal to k, greater than equal to k. Okay, simple thing I'm saying, if or result becomes greater than equal to k, then in that case we have to shrink the window, right? So this is the step for shrinking the window, for contract window while or value is valid. Okay, so we have to update the minimum length found so far. So minimum length I'm going to update like this: min length is equal to math dot min of min length, and here simple window end minus window start plus 1. Okay, simple way to calculate the window length. Okay, this is done. This is clear, right? So window, let's say window start is this, window end is this. Okay, so length is 3, and we are getting like this: window end is 2 minus window start 0 plus 1. This is what I was doing. I was getting 3 only. Okay, so that's what. All right, so we have updated the min length. Now we have to remove the leftmost number and shrink the window. Okay, if our value is already becoming greater than equal to k, so we have to remove this. Okay, so to remove this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this update bit counts again. Okay, and now I'm removing number. Okay, so here same thing. Here instead of windows and is this time I have to pass windows start because I'm shrinking, and here instead of 1 I'm going to pass -1 because I'm decrementing. Okay, that's what. And inside this I have to do this until when, until my window, until my this or value is greater than equal to k. Okay, so here window start incrementing. Okay, I have to increment that until then. Okay, and my window end is always incrementing. here window, and is always incrementing here. Okay, that's it, that's it. Okay, so this is where my this while loop ends, and once this is done, so here we are just going to return min length. Okay, so that's it. So return this min length. Okay, but we only have to return this min length if we get any value. Okay, if this return min length is still integer dot max value. Okay, that simply means but it didn't get any value. Okay, so see here, there may be case now. Here I want to find, let's say k is equal to 10, but here instead of 8 there is 2 only. So I will never get this value. Okay, I will never find any subarray where I get the or greater than equal to k. So in that case I don't want to return max value of integer. Okay, so in that case, if this min length is still integer dot max value, so I'm just going to return -1. Okay, otherwise if I get something, so here I'm just going to return min length. Okay, min length. All right, this is done. Okay, so now this is done. Now I'm just going to write this method update bit counts. So in this update bit counts, what I'm doing, simple thing. Okay, you guys already know about this. Okay, I have solved some similar code in last week. Okay, related to bits. Okay, so here we have to update bit count array when adding removing a number from a window. Okay, so here private void update bit counts, and inside this I'm just going to pass bit counts number. I'm going to pass and int delta, let's say. Okay, let's say this variable is delta. Okay, so I am incrementing or decrementing. So here 32 bits total. So here bit position, what is my bit position? So I'm going to start from 0 only. Bit int bit position is equal to 0, bit position is less than 32, and here bit position plus plus. Okay, so here how we have to check if the bit is set at current position. So simple thing, I have explained in a few couple of videos, last videos, right, this week only. So how we check if the bit is set? So we take that particular number. Okay, and we are just going to do the and here we are just going to left shift 1 with the bit position. Okay, and we check if this value is not equal to 1. Okay, if this value is not equal to 0, sorry 0, then in that case simply means that the bit is particular bit is set. So here we are just going to update bit counts. Here bit position plus is equal to delta. Okay, so that's what. So sometimes this delta is going to be 1, or sometimes it's going to be -1. Okay, so that's a simple thing we have to do here. Now there is one more this method we are using. We are converting the bit counts to number. So how we are doing that? So for that purpose we are just going to write here this ends. Okay, and here this ends. Okay, so here simple, write private int convert bit counts to number. Okay, and here inside this we are just going to pass that particular array. Okay, bit counts. Okay, and inside this int initially let's take a result as 0. Okay, and here inside this just run one loop now for int bit position. Okay, total 32 we have. So here I'm just going to copy paste this. For int bit position is 0, bit position is less than 32, bit position plus plus, and inside this I'm just going to check if my bit counts. Okay, if that bit is not set. Okay, if bit counts bit position is not equal to 0. So if bit counts bit position is not equal to 0, then in that case we are just going to simply do the add the value in the my result. Okay, so result or is equal to, and just we are just going to left shift 1 with bit position. Okay, that's what we need to do, bit position. And here in the end we are just going to return result. Now let's run it and see if there are any code issues. So yes, so let's fix that. Line 16, spelling mistake, right? So see, all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? The time complexity for this problem is going to be of n, since this is the outer loop that we are running for all the elements, okay, in my nums array. And inside this we are calling this update bit counts and converted bit count number to a number, okay. But all these methods we are running only 32 times, okay, only 32, which is nothing but of one time complexity. So mainly we are running for all the elements in my window, okay, in the nums. So that is why time complexity is going to be of n, and the space complexity is also going to be of you can say 32, because we are creating this bit counts array, okay. So space complexity is going to be O32 and all these elements are of 1, okay, all these elements. So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem. If you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.